my YouTube channel. My name is Hope and I am a senior portrait photographer serving both Charleston and Savannah. And this YouTube channel is where I share education for photographers as well as a little bit of a peek into my life living in the Low Country. And today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, which is marketing specifically to seniors, but we're going to talk specifically about doing it in a brand new area. If you don't follow me on Instagram or you don't know this, I moved from Northern Virginia in 2019 after building my business there for almost 7 years to Charleston, South Carolina, and I lived there for less than 2 years before moving here to Savannah, Georgia with my fiance in September. So I have now moved my business twice after very much having deep roots after 7 years in Northern Virginia, and I can now successfully say that I am consistently booking seniors in both Charleston and Savannah after only being in Savannah for like 6 or 7 months. So in this video, I want to share 3 strategies that I feel like really contributed to my ability to not go through a huge gap of bookings, even when uprooting and moving to a completely different place twice in a 2-year time span. So we're going to talk about 3 different strategies in this video, but before I do, there are 2 exciting things for you in the description down below. Number 1 is a free gift just to say thank you so much for watching, and it is a downloadable version of my senior style guide, which is the exact document that I send all of my senior clients leading up to their senior session to help them prepare. So it has all my own verbiage for hair and makeup recommendations, what to wear recommendations, how to prep for their session, what to do with their fingernails, and you can literally take that and use it as inspiration to create your own and even use the verbiage from my exact document. So download that in the description below. And the second thing down in the description is a link to the Senior Scoop, which is my monthly senior photography membership. There are almost 500 photographers inside this membership where I share brand new, uncut, real life senior sessions every single month. You get to see the entire creation process of my images, the entire shoot with all of my camera settings, as well as the culling and editing process for all of the final images. And it's brand new sessions with real clients every month. Doors are not open right now as we're filming this, but the link to the wait list is in the description if you would like to be told when doors reopen for only $27 a month. But let's dive into those 3 strategies that I believe led to my success in these 2 new locations when it comes specifically to senior photography. So tip number 1, and hear me out on this because it's going to sound like I'm telling you something that you've already heard, but tip number 1 is to network. And I have a very specific and strategic way that I networked my business and my brand in both Charleston and Savannah even before I actually moved there. And I've talked a little bit about it on this YouTube channel before, but I want to talk about it specifically in terms of senior photography, because the biggest thing that I did to integrate myself in my new local communities is that I made time to create content surrounding all of the specific things that I was doing in the new places I was living. So whether that was going out to a coffee shop or going out shopping or going out just walking through downtown, I was highlighting other vendors and small businesses by creating content around my day-to-day life. So let's give an example of just a normal work day. Maybe I got up and went to a cute local coffee shop in the morning. I would take a quick little video of the outside of the coffee shop, a cute little photo of my coffee, all of this on my iPhone, maybe a cute little selfie with the food that I was eating, and maybe I stopped at a cute boutique on the way back and took a couple pictures of the inside, then did a quick little Instagram story of where I bought those clothes, and then just went back to my workday. But because I took the time to create that content and tag that local small business, ideally I'm getting reposted on those local small businesses' social media accounts, and I'm getting put in front of a following of local people that I otherwise would never have connected with. And in addition to being put in front of their audiences, I'm creating the potential for future relationships that could create more booking opportunities in the future. Some of those local boutiques that I just used in that example were real life things that I did, and I got the chance to photograph for those boutiques, and now I have a partnership with some of those boutiques where my seniors can shop there for a discount before their sessions, and they are sending seniors my way. So I was getting integrated in my local community by highlighting other small businesses in my community, and to take it even one more strategic step further, I wanted to be sure that I was highlighting businesses in my community that seniors were also utilizing. So boutiques that also marketed to that age range, coffee shops that my seniors were also going to, restaurants that my seniors also loved. I wasn't necessarily doing this for like the super high-end restaurants that I was going to or the places that my seniors wouldn't shop. I was specifically trying to strategically highlight small businesses that would repost me that my seniors were already following in all of those cities. So tip number one to market for senior photography in a new area is to network. Tip number two is what I like to call shoot and serve. And what I mean by that is that I was going out of my way to create as many shooting opportunities as possible to serve a few purposes. One, I wanted to have professional photos that were taken in the new location that I was living. As simple and like obvious as it sounds, having content that visually showed me and my clients in the new location I was living was huge because I needed my following of tens of thousands of people to go from associating me to this one little town in Northern Virginia to associating me with palm trees and the beach and the Charleston Rainbow Row colors. And the best way to do that is to repeatedly show visuals of your new location. So I went from being somebody that only shot for my full price. I wouldn't even like leave my house for less than the full price that I was charging for portrait sessions to kind of taking 5 steps back to what I used to do in the early seasons of my business, where I would collaborate with other businesses and shoot for a little bit of a lower fee and maybe even collaborate by shooting for free for small businesses and for seniors in the area that I could get integrated with to create that content and that marketing. And the second reason that I did this is because I wanted to go above and beyond to shoot and serve a handful of seniors in my new market that could go around and share about their client experience with me. So what I did is I gave away 2 free full senior sessions on Instagram. I had people tag their friends, so ideally I was getting some traction in the local senior market. And then I chose 2 winners. I initially was planning to choose 1, but I ended up choosing 2. And I photographed those senior sessions and served them above and beyond. I served them the exact same way I would serve any fully paid client. So I delivered images faster than they were expecting. I delivered more than they were expecting. I highlighted them on social media. I gave them a gift. I wanted them to have the most incredible things to say about their experience with me. So that doubled as incredible content for me to share in a brand new area and word of mouth marketing in a brand new market that otherwise I wouldn't really have any integration in. So shoot and serve. Go out of your way to create shooting opportunities, to create content and serve people well in your new market. My little caveat for this specific to a senior market is that the people that you're photographing don't necessarily have to be seniors in order to look like seniors. I get this question a lot. It's like, I don't know anybody in high school. I don't have any friends that age or kids with friends or friends with kids that age. How do I find somebody that's actually a senior? And I would photograph my 13-year-old sister all the time. She was a freshman at the time, but it allowed me to create content that looked like senior portraits. So maybe you have a friend that looks really young or a friend with a kid who's in middle school. Whatever you can do to create content that looks like senior portraits in your new area is going to be super beneficial for getting integrated in your new market. And tip number 3, which I think is a strategy that applies to all small businesses with any service or product, but you want to create scarcity and you want to create exclusivity. And here's what I mean by that. You don't want your services to be readily available to everybody because that makes them a little bit less desirable. Instead, I want people to know that I shoot very infrequently, I have very few dates available, and there's this exclusivity factor of getting to be a part of the Hope Taylor Seniors family. So I'm talking about my brand and my client experience and my senior clients as a whole as a group of people that I just love and adore. And when I highlight them on social media and I share sneak peeks, I share the behind the scenes of how much fun we had at the experience. I share selfies with my clients. I talk about them like they're friends. And I use the Hope Taylor Seniors hashtag to create exclusivity around my brand so that being a part of my brand by getting to work with me for your senior portraits feels exciting because you're getting amazing photos that you're really excited about, but also because you get this full all-encompassing experience of sneak peeks on my social media platforms. You get a blog post on my blog. You get to be a part of an experience that's bigger than just the pictures. So create scarcity and exclusivity in the way that you share about your services. Talk about how few dates you have left available. Make it a really incredible experience for your clients from start to finish, and share behind the scenes from your shoot so that people that have never worked with you before can imagine what it would look like to be a part of working with your business and being a part of your brand. So I hope those 3 strategies were helpful. And like I mentioned, there are 2 fun links in the description. One is a 100% free gift to you of my senior style guide. If you want to download that, you can literally use the verbiage in your own style guide to send your clients to help your seniors feel more excited about their shoot. And number 2 is the link to the wait list for my senior photography membership. It's only $27 a month, and you will get to watch me shoot senior sessions from start to finish, month after month. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I share new videos every single Monday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.